Hey Facebook, Jay Pitts, broker owner at RE/MAX Premier Properties. I'm here with Emily Hughes for another episode of Resource, Real Talk About Real Estate, and today we're talking about Airbnb. So Emily, here we are on Bardstown Road in the Highlands, just literally looking out onto the Bardstown Road traffic, standing in the living room of one of your Airbnb rentals. Why don't you tell our audience just exactly what you have going on down here?
Yeah, for sure. So we actually have two Airbnbs. They're right next door to each other, directly on Bardstown Road, a corner of Speed and Bardstown Road, so it's a great location. The house that we're standing in right now, it's 2 bedrooms, 2 full baths, sleeps about 8 people, which is great for larger groups. The house next door can be broken up into 2 apartments, so it's 1 bedroom, 2 full bedrooms, and then 2 full baths, but can be broken up. So.
Fantastic, and you can rent them all together, both houses at once.
Yeah, and we actually put them on too, so you can rent both houses together, which that honestly sleeps close to 18 people.
So yeah. Nice big party coming to town for...
definitely, especially bridal parties or anything like that.
Amazing. Yeah. So you know, for our viewers that may not understand the concept of Airbnb, or VRBO or vacation rentals or anything like that. It's a growing trend in our real estate space. And so why don't you talk a little bit about why you got into this as a particular kind of avenue for investment?
Yeah, for sure. So when I first got my real estate license, my dad and his business partner, they were kind of looking for a way to get into investment properties and wasn't really sure which way to go. They thought about doing rentals at first. And then I kind of brought up the idea about Airbnb because I knew it was such a big growing trend, especially for people around my age group.
Sure.
I can't even remember the last time I stayed in a hotel when I traveled. So we just came up with the idea to do Airbnb, and it kind of took off from there. We've just been running with it.
Well, and our listeners obviously know that, I'm a big proponent of real estate investing, and, without getting into too much of the details, you can certainly reach out to Emily for those if you'd like. But the return on investment can be significantly higher when you do vacation rentals versus a long-term lease. So, it makes a lot of sense, and I certainly echo your sentiment about staying in Airbnbs. After our son was born, we found that just hotels weren't really accommodating when you have all the stuff that you need to do.
A lot of people really love the idea of having their own kitchen, their own living room, just their own space.
Yeah, well, in a hotel room, you can't sleep a baby and actually do anything else. So Airbnbs are fantastic. So, all right, so the main question, what does it cost to stay in a place like this? I'm just curious as to how it compares with a hotel.
Yeah. So since I was kind of so new at this, I've kind of been playing around with pricing and everything. I've been in it about a year now, so I figured out the Highlands location obviously is a little bit higher in price around Louisville since it's such a desirable neighborhood to be in. So this house in particular, which sleeps 8, has 2 full bedrooms, 2 full bathrooms, pull-out couch, and other sleeping arrangements. But we rent it for about $135 a night. Okay. Obviously, if there's something big going on around town, of course, Derby time, or the Breeders' Cup, which is coming this year. You're going to see higher prices across town. Sure.
Well, and that's really actually comparable to off-peak pricing for a hotel, I would say.
Exactly. Yeah, you kind of keep it around
And there's trade-offs, right? I mean, you don't have probably some things. There's not a gym here like there are in some nice hotels, but you also get some privacy that you don't get otherwise. Definitely. So that's really exciting. And honestly, something that I've learned and something I've learned here recently. Of course, there are over 300 properties on Airbnb and VRBO individually here in just Louisville. So this is obviously a growing trend, but I've noticed a lot of people in town. Not just out-of-towners looking for Airbnb, just maybe someone like myself looking for a night out that maybe get a babysitter and not want to stay in a hotel. Are you seeing any of that?
Yeah, actually, and I recently did a little giveaway, kind of like a staycation for Louisville, and gave away 2 free nights in this Airbnb. And I mean, people love the idea of, getting away from their house, their kids, whatever they got going on, and just being able to come to another location and hang out. And, it's a great location because you're able to walk around. It's
Absolutely.
Just, it's just different. It's fun.
I mean, there's pubs and restaurants within, a 1/10 of a mile here, like 5 seconds and you're in a really desirable place to hang out.
Definitely.
So that makes total sense. Emily, thank you for educating our clients.
Welcome.
Thank you folks for joining in. Again, Resource, Real Talk About Real Estate, and we'll see you again soon.
Bye, guys.